driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Live now. There we go. Monday. It's actually a pretty big day for me. Got a meeting today, and now to them, it's not a big deal, right? The people that I'm meeting, to them, it's not a huge deal. I mean, it is, but I can't even make that statement. That's not a fair statement to make. That this doesn't affect them. But I'm meeting with Aurora Mental Health today, and what we're discussing. In fact, actually, I'll show you what we're going to discuss. Although I'm going to change it. So if you don't mind, that I take a little bit of time just to kind of show you guys, because you know how it is. It's all good ideas until it comes out of your mouth, right? So, oops, no, it doesn't go there. This one does not qualify for my sponsors group, Alcoholics Anonymous, because sometimes I talk outside of what's going on and I get clinical things. So yeah, I ain't gonna push it. So this will just give you an idea. And good morning, Amber. I hope that you get to feeling better soon. All right, this is kind of what we're going to talk about. All employees are to be drug tested once a month. Most employees should be recovered addicts with at least 1 year. Consider being paid by success rate, not by hiring with those with bachelor's degrees. In-person, real-time training for peer support, recovery coaching, 12-step meetings. Celebrate, smart, responsible for our resources. I know this one seems redundant. Healthy food and sugar. Alcohol is 80% sugar. This one we're not going to get away with. I already know it. Smoking area. Why? Because the thing is if we change number 3 and go by success rate, that and not bachelor's degree, you get paid differently. You don't have to follow the government's stupid rules. Big books, other material. Okay. Now, this part right here, what they're taking this as a complaint. They're taking that as a complaint. I can tell you that right now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to create solutions. See, I've already presented the problem, and I'm done sharing that. I've already presented the problem. We already know the problem. I don't need to harp on the problem. The only thing I'm going to do for a painful sticking moment is that we're dead last. And they're the largest mental health corporation in Colorado. Between those two things, we can advocate, we can get something done. Pastor Marcia is going to be joining me on it. I think that's going to be neat. Just the main reason I asked her to be there was so that they could see that there were people in the public, aside from somebody in AA, that sees this problem. Okay, there's a lot of things. So let's do introductions. It's going to be the Dion and Amber show today. That's fine with me. I like hanging out with Amber. So welcome Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. We had some good games yesterday. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Okay, I'm going to use football as it's not the topic, but I want to kind of show something. Okay, I'm a Bronco fan. Amber's mostly mostly a Kansas City fan. She does like the Broncos because of an uncle, and I find that respectful. I find that endearing. Is what I do. But Virgos are like that. We talked football yesterday, right? We give each other a little bit of crap, but it kind of stops at that. Because everyone was like, I'm getting pissed. Mahomes keeps getting sacked. I'm like, Mom, I don't really feel sorry for you, but I do know what it feels like. See, we don't have to agree on all this stuff, you know, because really, what is that? Well, it's an outside issue to us. So it's really, it is what it is. Morning, Daryl. Good to see you. Um, since you're here, then I can let you know. I have my restream is under investigation, not because I did something wrong, but because everything is screwed up. They screwed everything up. So I have to do everything brand new each time. Takes me like, so I just keep sending you codes, but they're just going to be broken links, dude. So I wanted to let you know that. Once that is done, because they already said, I haven't asked for anything monetary yet, but that's not what I'm going to ask them. I only paid I only paid $10 a month for this. Okay. No, I'm not going to, but I am going to ask for something. I'm going to ask them to help me reach more people. Yeah. I'm going to present a challenge to help their community instead of giving me 3-4 months, because that's, to them, that's what, $40. And no, they did more than worth $40 worth of damage. So, all right. Been around the program for a long time. I love Nix too. I don't like that he's just a good quarterback. I like that he's a good guy. That's why Wilson failed here. Notice he went to Pittsburgh doing great, right? We're not going to support jackholes. We just don't. It is actually the one thing about Colorado I appreciate. Our fans, if you treat the public like shit, we want you gone. We don't care how good you are. If you do not give to our community, if you do not give back, we will boo you even if you're winning. Fuck you, Russell. Russell stole from his own nonprofit organization here in Colorado. Yeah. It's easy to get away with here. Anyway, rarely have I seen a person fail. Yes, I changed that. Stole it from the big book. Did I do this? Welcome to Daily Trudge. I did. I was just in a meeting, and I've been meeting hopping lately, and this is one thing that has been said, and whoever's sharing the meeting, hey Dion, can you come back? You're a good fit here. I'm going to tell you something. You met me once, and all of a sudden you want me hanging out in your group. I'm going to tell you, I will eventually piss you off. I'm not going to mean to, but the only reason that was said is because I said what you wanted to hear during that talk. Well, let me go a full week, then ask me if you still want me around, okay? Don't be so jumpy. You know what it feels like, and it's desperation because the group is falling apart. There were 5 people in this group at the Orchard Club. Okay, now out of all of our clubs, the Orchard Club is right smack in the middle of fucking right in white suburbia. Let's call what it is, right? But it's failing. There was one person in the room that actually said this. Well, everybody's forming these other groups and stuff because people aren't just addicted to alcohol, they're addicted to drugs and stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not what's going on. They're combining them so that they can confuse you more, make it even less than what it is, so they can body broker you. Now, the person that said this, they believe it because they have been told that. Well, when I was a sales manager, My salespeople only did what I told them to do. Especially if they didn't know the product at all, I have all the control in this situation. Okay. Now, if I trained somebody and it was from the competition, I hated it because I would have to make them unlearn everything first. But in AA, it's easy. Yeah, we can think that, but I got to remember that all my best thoughts got me where? Where did they get me? Oh, they got me here. Yeah, no, we need God's guidance, don't we? Isn't that what we go for? See, you, and if you're a member of AA, you're going to agree with me on that because it's fact. It's true. It's true. Right? Now, what and Daryl can do this too. Even Amber, if you have been around the program for a little while and you have done the steps and you're a recovered alcoholic who understands that time doesn't mean shit. Actually, it does. I don't want to say time doesn't mean shit because it does. The people that have these 20, 30, 40 years, fuck yeah. I don't want to take away from that. But we understand that what we have is today, right? Now, I got people contacting me like yesterday, Dion, I screwed up again. I'm like, what else can I tell you? I kind of reamed them. It had to be done. I said, and what I said was, you got to quit doing this and reaching out with frothy emotional appeal, or people are going to stop helping you. Because that's what'll happen. If you're not willing, you'll just continue going through people, but nothing will ever happen. Like, you need to get to a fucking meeting now. It's dead now, dude. I'll give you two words. I'll give you the name of who did it, Ryan Candidate, and now he runs free. Yeah. And free is where the Bridge the Gap was held this last time, and they paid this body broker. Okay. I will not donate. I will not donate to Colorado AA right now. I won't. Until Abby fixes this shit, no. Then she can just go broke. I saw how much she makes, and she ain't doing $60,000 worth of work a year. I'm sorry. 4 days a week, 8 hours, and half time she ain't there. Okay, sorry. That's building into a resentment. So we're gonna stop there. We're gonna stop there because those are the facts. But from there, it'll be resentment. This is just, it's wrong. But let's go back a little bit because I'm off topic here. When you're sponsoring, you usually know who's going to make it. You guess. I'm not always right. I'm just going to say I'm not always right, and I'll leave it there. Okay. But our intuition, oh, it fucking knows. It knows. Right? Alano Club, 7 a.m. I might try that. I'm usually up now. So which Alano? Is it Colorado Alano or is it Alano? Because almost every state has an Alano Club. It's kind of it's Alano is a mixture of AA and Al-Anon, I believe. That would be my educated guess. Right? When you're working, but but how do we know? It's the action. Okay. Last Friday, I helped a guy out. Oh, he was ready, did it. Didn't hear from him all weekend. Yeah. And Amber, didn't that happen to me yesterday? Yeah, that happened to me yesterday while I was sharing that meeting, huh? I thought somebody was somebody else. And so I wrote you. And because I figured if somebody was going to know, you would know. And it turned out I was wrong. And I wrote you back. I'm like, good. I'm glad I was wrong. I was glad I was wrong because it meant that it was another person in AA that needed help. And see, it's all right to be wrong. Yeah. And it's all right to be human. People are going to make mistakes, right? There's that line there, isn't there? I mean, Isn't there some people that no matter what's going on, you just want to fucking help them because but they won't get over that hump. I'm working with somebody right now that because of their looks, people treat them like they're stupid and they act that way. And they are not. They're not stupid. And they do. They even act that way because people treated them that way their whole life and they believe it. But I know better. I can see right through it. You probably see right through it too. See, when you're okay with facing your own snakes, you can see others pretty clearly because you see your snakes clearly. Yeah. So rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Okay. Now, your experience on that path will be different, but it's the same path. Okay. It's all dirty and dusty, and all there really is this trail about this big where everybody in front of you has walked before. That's all we're doing. I'm following this path. And why does it look that way? Because it's the road less traveled. Because out of all the people that are alcoholic, all the people that are given the chance, not many of them take it. I don't know the percentages on that. I quit looking at percentages a while ago because there really aren't it depends on where it's coming from. That really does matter. Right. So, the thing is it's got to be the path that you're following has to be the path that's been made for you. Right. Is a sex addict going to walk down the same road as an alcoholic? I don't know. Probably not. They talk different, say different. Their triggers are different. I don't understand them. Well, you could compare that to alcohol. I sure could. Or I could go find another sex addict who's worked through this and then I can put them with them. That's what we do. See, I think I tend to confuse people. I don't mind that people with other addictions are in AA. That doesn't bother me. But stick to the solution. I don't want just like I don't want to hear about your drinking days, I don't want to hear about your fucking drug use. Okay? What's the solution? What are we going towards? Is the solution the same? Well, if a higher power is a solution, yes. But is the road the same? I don't think that it is. Never been in a trap house. Never been gang stalked. Just like I've never been pregnant. See, I can't. And that's for me. Right? But if you go to some place like Michigan and take a look at it, you'll find that the treatment for alcoholics and addiction is different. Because the treatment for alcoholism, okay, I'm really getting tired going to AA meetings and saying addiction's all the same because the fuck it is. No, it is not. Okay, it has been proven by science, and we are scientific logic people. Yeah, it is different, which means the answer may not be the same. Yeah, it's all based on need. Yeah, that's absolutely it, Daryl. Yeah. I get the cross addiction concept, but there's a difference. And those paths might be similar, but they're different. Yeah. I heard one lady saying I had a sponsee and they had one date for their alcoholism and one for their crack addiction. And she said, well, that's just confusing. You need to combine them. Fuck you, you do. No, keep those separate. They are separate things. Otherwise, you're going to go into these arenas like a closed AA meetings. You're going to talk about your drug use because your sponsor said that, right? That's a great way to put it, Daryl. Yeah. See, NA is more like baseball. It's a little bit rougher. They're rougher people. They're rougher people. They will say things that offend me, but they can laugh at. Does that make sense? where I might be like, well, that's not funny. And they're laughing because they've been through it and they've come out the other side. But Dion's not going to get that joke, is he? No, he's not. Is he going to laugh anyway to feel a part of? Probably. Don't tell me you don't do it. We're all human. You may not do it as much, but I used to do it a lot when I was, drinking and using, you know. I think what it comes down to is this: we got to keep it fucking simple, man. This whole, stop. We got to stop talking above people's heads like we think we know something better than they do. When you're a sponsor and you tell somebody what to do, it doesn't fit. You got to combine those dates. No, they don't. Who the fuck are you? You're not God. Okay. From a clinical point of view, that's a horrible fucking idea. Yeah, it is. Right? Oh, was it this date or was it that date? No, see, they had it nice and simple in their head. And because it was different for you in your head, you decided that, well, you're an alcoholic. Why do you even get to decide that? That's not alcoholism. What do you think you know, Dion? Nothing. Okay. Yet, I take a drug addict and help them, but not as well. Not as well. I'll do everything that I can. I will do everything that I can. And for me, I do talk on a lot of this to remind me to keep myself in my lane. And my lane is alcoholism, homelessness, reintegration, prison. These are all things that I've experienced and that I've been a part of. So when it comes to slang, I can create that depth and weight. Okay. But it's going to be real easy for somebody. Let's say I 12-step a drug addict and they're like, all right, has this happened to you? No. Has that happened to you? No. Then you don't understand. And you know what? They're absolutely correct. They're absolutely correct. I don't. I can empathize. I can relate it to what it is that I go through. But everybody's different, man. My area is alcohol because I'm an alcohol specialist. Right? Right? Right. So, Daryl, you weren't quite here yet. But my meeting with Aurora Mental Health is today. So I'm not really doing much today. My brain, I'm just letting it rest today. I have what I need for the meeting. I'm not as nervous now. I was a lot more nervous when I started this, but I know I got it. God's got it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. But my intention is to bring a little bit more awareness and solution. Like I was saying at the beginning, they already know the problem. I don't need to harp on the problem. The only reason I would need to harp on the problem is because I hadn't dealt with my own shit. And if one of them tells me, I'm sorry you feel that way, we're going to have a conversation. Because that's the worst thing that's all my exit interview was. So, excuse me. In my opinion, okay, sometimes these 3-letter acronyms still screw with me, so I have to do them slowly. All the different whatever A's tries to legitimizes terminal uniqueness. So you're saying that alcoholism and drug addiction is a terminal uniqueness? And I'm not being facetious or a dick. Not this time anyway. I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to say. So, in my opinion, all the different whatever A's tries to legitimize terminal uniqueness. I would find the terminal uniqueness not being able to fit into the drunk into, and you guys, this is all, and this is IMO, is the terminal uniqueness would be I'm talking to another alcoholic and they're saying I don't understand what they're going through. So, okay. Except those two. Okay. Thank you. I'm lost. And it's not on you, Daryl. I'm telling you, it's not on you. It is, it's not easy to chat what it is and stuff. And okay. Now I see it. Ah, all right, Daryl. Now I caught what you're saying. All right. So you're saying AA and NA are different. Yeah, they're different, but these other A's are trying to legitimize the terming. Okay, now I catch what you're saying. Got it. That made the difference. Okay. Do. I call that a dunk whoosh. Dunk whoosh. Oh, I got fucking 4 hours until my meeting. So, yeah. Might go live again. Maybe Daryl and Amber can go live with me or something. Maybe I can set something up and we'll do that. So I got time and I really don't have anything going on today. I got 2 more people from next door that want to help. And now everybody's like, so I've experienced starting and running nonprofits. I think that's cool. That's cool. Maybe I'll write back and talk with that person because I'm in a talking mode. I was just in it. Yeah. I gotta cover this one more time just real quick because I've been meeting hopping. There's a lot of meetings in the morning. 7 a.m. is quite a little too early. 8:30 kind of seems to do it for me. Of course, this morning the first time I woke up it was 5 o'clock. So, and I made myself go back to bed because I didn't want 2 hours of nothing. But I've been getting this, and it's not. It accounts to desperation. At the end of the meetings, I've been going to these, and people say, "Hey, Dion, come back." And I know I'm not a newcomer. Don't tell me to keep coming back. I'm not a newcomer. No, what this is, this person said you'd be a great fit in this meeting. So I brought up some contention to her, and yeah, she wanted to get off quickly after that. See, you don't jump on a wagon just because it's exciting at the time. Give it some time. Check that person out, man. When people jump on my bandwagon pretty quick, I get a little leery. Yeah. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, fuck you. All that work. Yeah. I've just left you alone the last few days so you can get your shit done. So, we shouldn't be so desperate. This is an attraction, not promotion program. Say, if I would have known it was Orchard Club, I may not have gone. And I'll tell you why. Those aren't my people. Sure, they're in AA and everything, but those are the types of people that say I was a functioning alcoholic and believe it. I did not recognize one person in that meeting, which means turnover. Turnover has happened. It was a hybrid meeting. There were 2 people at the in-person. There were more people online. That's scary shit, man. That's scary shit. And it very much has to do with how the central office is being run. It very much does have to do with AA. And I said it in the meeting during my share. I said, AA's dying in Colorado. and it is very much on us if we don't do something soon, you know? Yeah, absolutely it did. Until some asshole named Ryan came along and did all that division. Yeah. Now they all go to free. And Ryan's making bank. Oh, he's making bank, dude. He's making bank. Okay. And there's not any fucking recovery actually happening. It's about the masses. It's about the masses. Good afternoon, Patricia. I am wrapping up, but I'm sure that I will go live again before my meeting at 2. I have a noon meeting, but I also have one more window covering to hang. I want that done. I want that sunroom done. I've been working on it for fucking months. I'm tired of it. It needs to be done. So maybe we do that. Maybe at like 11 o'clock we can all come on and do something. I don't know. Send me messages. Actually, I'll put it in the grassroots. All right. Thank you, everybody. I love you.